In a quiet mountain town overlooking a crystal blue lake, a powerful real estate inspector arrives to evaluate a mysterious log cabin that no one has lived in for years. The owner, a calm and charming man, insists everything is normal, but rumors say the house was abandoned after a strange disappearance. As the inspector begins her investigation, she uncovers secrets hidden in the walls, the forest, and even the lake itself. The deeper she digs, the more she realizes the man may not be just a simple homeowner, and the cabin may not want her to leave. The inspector returns the next morning to find the cabin unlocked, and the man gone, but his coffee mug still warm on the table. Inside, she discovers old photographs showing the cabin in different eras, and in every photo the same man stands unchanged. When she confronts the town locals, they refuse to speak, warning her that some places don't belong to time. Now she must decide, expose the truth or escape before the cabin claims her too. That night, the lake begins to glow faintly, casting strange reflections into the cabin windows. The inspector hears footsteps on the roof and finds muddy prints leading from the water to the front door. When she finally meets the man again, he admits the cabin is a gateway, one that trades memories for eternal life. The question is no longer what the house is hiding, but what it's already taken from her. The police arrive, but instead of helping, they seem to recognize the man and treat him with quiet respect. When the inspector demands answers, the officers reveal the truth. The cabin is protected by an old agreement between the town and whatever lives in the lake. Every decade, one outsider is offered as a replacement. Now, the inspector must uncover why she was chosen, and whether the man is her captor or her only chance to survive. As the sun sets, the forest goes unnaturally silent, and the police cars refuse to start. The man finally confesses that he was once chosen, too, but escaped by sacrificing someone else. Now the cabin is demanding a new name to replace his. With the lake rising and the town closing in, the inspector has one night to break the cycle, or become part of the legend forever. The inspector finds a hidden room beneath the cabin, filled with names carved into the wood, hundreds of them, fading with age. Her own name has just appeared, freshly etched. The man reveals the final rule. The cabin cannot be destroyed, only convinced. To survive, she must confront the spirit of the lake and offer it something more valuable than a life. A truth that has been buried for generations. At midnight, the lake rises like a living mirror, and the spirit finally speaks through the cabin walls. It reveals that the truth it wants is not a secret of the town, but a secret of her, a memory she has erased to survive. To break the curse, she must remember what she did years ago and decide whether redemption is worth the price the lake will demand. The inspector finally recalls the buried memory, a choice she made long ago that unknowingly set the cabin's curse in motion. As the lake begins to glow with an eerie light, she must confront the man and herself to undo the cycle. But the spirit warns, some truths, once revealed, can never be undone, and the price of breaking the curse may be more than either of them can survive. With the cabin shaking and the forest whispering threats, the inspector proposes a risky plan. She will take the lake's burden onto herself, but only if the man helps her redirect it. As they perform a strange ritual by the water's edge, shadows of the past rise from the depths, testing their courage, trust, and sanity. One wrong move and the lake will claim them both. Forever dawn breaks and the cabin is eerily calm. The inspector awakens to find the lake's glow gone, but the man is missing. On the shore, a single note reads, "The cycle is broken." For now, she realizes that while she survived, the cabin's secret is far from finished, and someone else will soon be drawn to the lake. The story ends, but the legend continues, waiting for the next curious soul. Weeks later, the inspector returns to the town, only to find it almost deserted. Every house is shuttered, and the townspeople avoid her gaze. At the edge of the lake, she spots a small boat drifting, empty, except for a fresh carving on the cabin door. Her name, alongside a date in the future. The message is clear: the lake's cycle isn't over, and her connection to it is far from finished. At the edge of the lake, she spots a small boat drifting, empty, except for a fresh carving on the cabin door. Her name, alongside a date in the future. The message is clear: the lake's cycle isn't over, and her connection to it is far from finished.